Thank you for inviting me to your weekly team meeting and for the opportunity to observe and provide feedback to help you as you go through your KSU EMBA journey. Having been through this experience, I know how valuable feedback can be for individual and team development, especially as you strive to become a high-performing team. I've made some notes and want to provide some individual feedback. I'll begin with Tony. Tony, you're the team lead. You're doing a great job. What I really liked was how at the beginning of the meeting, you asked for each team member's input. It shows that you really value the contribution that each person has, even at the beginning of the meeting, when you're just talking about how your past week was or any feedback that the team members want to give. I will caution you, though, I did notice that as Donna was talking, you seemed to rush her through her feedback. Just remember that each individual's contribution is equally as valuable. Tony, I also want to point out another area that is an opportunity for improvement. When John was going through the new project that you'll be working on, you interrupted him. The distraction took the conversation off course. And also you offered up that based on your expertise in PowerPoint, you wanted to be the lead on that piece. We weren't at the point in the conversation where we were ready to discuss roles, so again, that interruption served as a distraction. And then, a little bit further down in the conversation, Mike offered up that based on his finance background, he would like to be the finance lead for the project. That's when we have another concern. You immediately stepped in and contradicted yourself by reprimanding Mike and stating that perhaps somebody who was weaker in finance might want the opportunity to step up. Whereas before, you had stated you should be the PowerPoint lead based on your expertise. As the team leader, you set the tone and people look to you as an example. By contradicting yourself, it could appear to the team as if what applies to you does not apply to the rest of them. You need to be mindful of this. One area that I find that you're excellent at is taking situations that are quickly escalating them and de-escalating them and getting the conversation back on track. This is an excellent sign of a leader. I'll give you a couple of examples. First, when Nanette interrupted John and started being a little bit derogatory, John got very defensive. And you could see that John was getting upset. And by recognizing this behavior, you were able to de-escalate the situation and get the conversation back on track. Something similar happened when Nanette interrupted Donna. This conversation started to veer off course. And again, you were able to identify a problem and get everybody back on track. And that's really valuable. The team needs that type of direction. A couple of other folks where I want to address some behavior. Chris, you walked out during Donna's feedback. This shows that you don't really value the team members' input. And throughout the course of the meeting, you were constantly distracted by your phone or just not paying attention. The team deserves 100% participation from each of its team members. So I know you have a lot going on in your work life, but would ask that you really take your teammates' needs into consideration and participate fully. Shiloh, you're distracted as well, and I understand you have a new baby, maybe a little sleep deprived, but you asked a few times to be caught up in the meeting. Again, you need to focus. This will help ensure that you're tracking where you need to be and participating equally with everyone. Donna, I do want to commend you. You were interrupted by Tony at one point during your presentation, and you remained very level-headed and continued to hold your own throughout the interruptions and continued on and finished. Overall, team, you're doing fantastic. You're definitely on target to become a high-performing team. I'm excited for you, and good luck in the program.